Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know, well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having...
The Fatui? But who are the Lawrence?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was... The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guy.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences. But it seems the descendants of the no matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant. But if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would... All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more.
Whoa! Leave it to Master Jean to come up with...
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the... It is said that he is difficult to get along with. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do...
Hello? We're...
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply... Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said...
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking... Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on... Now I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh, so this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have...
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to...
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let...
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert, but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't...
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence...
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure...
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the test?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and in fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning.
Thanks, Amber.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own...
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members? What are they doing here? Is that why Yula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Have a load of this. Shouldn't get curious.
Yeah. Wind blade.
You're in for a little
Coolest.
Stay right there.
Come a little closer.
Dodge this.
This isn't good.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. No, if I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemy?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swift...
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's...
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we...
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, he's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to...
I understand now. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member...
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just...
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural...
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me?
But... didn't you say it first?
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be...
That's right! Amber told us to come and...
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to... We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommends...
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance... Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless... But you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, if Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others stray? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear."
As the morning
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say, my dear friend?
Yes, I did. But you must know, in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that this is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the... Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... What comes next?
Huh? I can't make heads...
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking...
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too close. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words.
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else. You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. And so... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you... right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause it.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but that even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to... And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act?
You have a point, but mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to logic up. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually... Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them to...
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one... At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family.
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as... But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to...
no need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure, right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering a proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come... If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse, but a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their—
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some—
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and— That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. It'll be difficult. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first, but the key— Remember, you must be elegant. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain— Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. Not bad. A lot better than I— Don't flatter yourselves. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a— There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby— True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the— My family said— Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Cool it!
Let's spark things.
Get it!
Don't get frostbite.
You failed this time. What a shame. Not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze!
No one escapes my sights!
Wind blade!
Come a little closer.
With the wind!
You're in for a little shock.
Huh?
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Go, Baron!
What's the hurry? Cool it! Wind blade!
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze!
Don't be such a brute.
Get him! No escape!
You've been a naughty boy.
Cool it!
Try not to enjoy.
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Disappear! This moment will be frozen in time.
Well done. Your performance, and you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is
Like Paimon said, adventuring... so, that's it for our training, right? Then let's...
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other...
what? You mean Paimon was also part...
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for Now,
Huh? What is it?
certainly not. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle. So, dear friend, don't.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to. Now then, given that your training is complete, I already have something in mind.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here...
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my...
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it...
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the...
hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also...
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving...
You should know me by now. Well then... please wait a moment while I...
Delicious unauthorized delicacies.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over... Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's not—
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very... There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
What?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention— All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see—
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept— Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there.
Aren't you coming—
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pay—
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again. What an
Here, the gebraten... And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying... But she seemed to get along fine with you and Aunt...
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the... They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see... So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as...
How come you're able to see Eula different?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius head...
Whoa! So
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula... But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, in the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the... But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. I believe a day will come when things...
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks...
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy. Take care.
be pretty tattered, but there's a really... Could this be another aristocrat?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that... Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll...
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues... Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our...
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what a...
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a... If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt...
By the way, we brought a gift! Ahem. Paimon means we would...
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no... It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... Ah, yes, this aroma.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family... Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual... Please, come with me. We happen to see some... friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Keep this close.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so...
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize...
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll... As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have...
No need to sound all high and mighty like... Fine. You...
Continue with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring...
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to... Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius...
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such...
And what about this... thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you, without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the... You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my...
Fine. I'll take your word and make no... Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of...
Oh, so that's what...
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Ah. Why is it so poorly drawn?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
Ah, I see. Crude, but I can make do.
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the night. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of...
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Perfect. Just...
May I remind you once again that we...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion, Pipe!
So this was all just a
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in some...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these fool... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Freeze! Let's not waste time.
No one escapes by sight.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Dodge this! Like I went too far. Cool it! This is bad. Windblade! Oh, so sorry. Yeah! Yeah! Dodge this! And this quickly!
Get him!
Yeah! Cool it!
The door is open. Let's go! Is that you?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my...
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with... Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lord. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the...
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must...
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wrap?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong, and I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and...
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and... Given that you've already taken action...
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. Let's discuss this later. Rack and ruin!
They're here! Stop them!
Beg for mercy! Crush! Yeah! Shut up!
Harden up!
Crush!
What an annoyance!
Beg for mercy!
So quiet.
Crush!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Yeah!
I miscalculated. Let's move. Dodge this! Toxifying you! Unfortunate.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
Use this first.
Cool it. Crush.
attack.
More speed. Shudder! Beg for mercy.
Dodge this. Let's end this quickly. Stay right there. Wind blade.
Vengeance will be mine. Shudder!
Freeze. This is bad.
Crush!
I guess this is it.
Shudder!
This should be fun.
Let it rain. Go, go, Baron!
Cool it.
Beg for mercy.
Not breaking a sweat.
Shudder!
Get him!
You're in for a little...
Crush!
Wind blade. This should be my duty.
Beg for mercy.
There it is! That's where they put the diagram!
Tracked us here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight. You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
What's the hurry?
Harden up. What an annoyance.
More speed.
Run from this.
Yeah.
Freeze!
Crush!
Harden up.
Shudder!
That seemed to work. This is
Crush! This must be it. They may very well have already, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a pup, the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll...
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared...
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally, after all this time, in reality, you sensed that you were worried about us and your uncle, so you...
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming, and mark my words, I'll remember.
Hey, what do you mean, Paimon?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back.
Sure. Well...
That you will. And make sure not to steal...
As I gaze out upon the sea, prose wells up inside of me. All tasks have been handed out.
A reward on the road. A reward on the road. Freeze! I'll keep this close.
We explore the area ahead of us later. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis.
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of G. We are discussing...
The first
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's...
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will... That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate...
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli...
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discuss...
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses.
That is correct.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not...
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get... I mean, I am talking about Rex...
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet?
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could...
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases.
merry.
That's another one gone.
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
That's another one gone. That's another one gone.
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
That's another one gone.
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
That's another one gone.
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to...
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event...
No, it's just...
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this...
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise...
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher for...
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the... I will be conducting an archaeological survey here. The results of which will all... I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng... Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng...
Of course you would be such a reasonable man.
Wait, if you were studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also...
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your... It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already...
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by...
Oh? What?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely...
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vor... An ancient artifact would be good. This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks...
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis, but due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong and...
Indeed. This is where the value lies. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Void...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get rich with archaeological knowledge and historical... Well, since we brought so many people...
Okay then. I will go with my friend here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll
Okay. If we find anything... The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Dodge this! Ah!
Hit!
Cool it!
Hey, go!
Yeah. Freeze! Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah. Wind blade! Cool it!
Yeah.
Dodge this!
That's cheating!
Come a little closer.
Freeze! Cool it!
Blitz.
Freeze!
Why are there
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Freeze!
Yeah. Wind blade!
Cool it! Dodge this!
Cool it! Come a little closer.
Freeze!
You're in for a little...
Is this an answer from this world? I'll keep this close. Dodge this!
Come a little closer.
Wind blade!
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Blitz.
Wind blade!
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromimic monsters... I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this!
No one escapes my sights!
Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Wind blade!
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this!
It's just a stone slab. But its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What?
We all have our areas of expertise.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything that...
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the...
isn't measuring their value in more...
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. Oh. What a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. This stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and...
Quick, give it to me! At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the... Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hire...
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history... But you? You're just trying to use
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear.
Oh, by the way, you probably...
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual... All right, then. No need to stay here any longer.
Is this an answer from this world?
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore...
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt have... But this legend has been around for ages, with the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually... However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt. I don't know, there's no concrete evidence, but I'm pretty... The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this ruin. Just.
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhang Li with us. He looks like he knows.
This seal seems to be quite ancient.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at them.
Okay, since Miss...
You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite.
Cool it. With the wind.
Let it rain.
Freeze.
Wind blade.
Surrender and be gentle.
Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
Wind blade.
No one escapes my sight.
Freeze.
Come a little closer.
Get him.
Wind blade.
Cool it.
You're in for a little.
I'll keep this close.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision, but when we lit up all the elemental monuments...
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same... The secret to this puzzle is Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north.
To the north, to the east.
I think I've...
Certainly you have, to provide a haven for her people. At that time, and that haven she eventually found.
How sad then.
Okay, enough with these...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east. With this clue, you should be able...
Freeze!
Windblade! Is this...
Come a little closer.
Fast.
You're in for a little...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Come a little closer.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Come a little closer.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Come a little closer.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth, lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent...
Okay.
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claimed. To show my sincerity, I won't...
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur?
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the...
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this! Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, if we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it.
I can accept. Well then, let's go.
Dodge this! Windblade!
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it!
You're in for a little shock.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this room? Look at this! It's...
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the...
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
able to produce endless salt.
Finally. After all that effort, I've found... I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune!
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then...
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything...
Since we have a contract, it's...
Then let's move on.
Freeze!
Stabilize! Gather! Solidify!
Just a simple ruler.
This, if I remember correctly...
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will be... The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear.
What? That's even better than the salt...
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler...
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should... And this girl has been useless! Why would she...
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break...
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contract...
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am...
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Pay your dues.
You're in for a little shock.
Escape.
Rise!
Leaving so soon.
Careless.
What's the hurry?
Leaving so soon.
Cool it. Quake! This is order.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further.
Oh, darn you!
Some arc... Yeah! Good thing Paimon can...
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other... When people see the object of their dream, I think we should be honest.
Huh?
That in truth, not a single member of this...
What?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to... You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the... Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it,
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. We hate him! But this is Morax's, so I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli?
Naturally, of course. Come with me. I'll...
Gather! Stabilize! Rise! Quake!
Disappear! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it!
Come a little clip.
I'll race.
Freeze! Wind blade!
Rise!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Windblade!
Let it rain!
Order guide you.
Dodge this!
You're in for a little...
Windblade!
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had a fight. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the might.
It does look like something.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According...
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true.
Yes. But the only one object per claim clause still holds.
This lot...
Zhangli. She seems like a good person.
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired. And no matter what, I must be faithful. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided?
Zhangli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me—
No, you can't—
Perhaps that punishment would be easy. As punishment.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, rather she was a small and weak god.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before, however, during such a long war, there is no end. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her.
No.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true!
As I said before.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morak!
Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There,
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak, the Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat,
But what about...
no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain, those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for their descendants, feared Havria's remnants, and lived in terror that she had, so they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted...
This must be a lie. A false hiss! Don't you dare try to shake my...
Yikes. Zhongli didn't...
This is the price she must pay. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for it. Indeed. In ages past, faith in a god who has already passed will do you no. So it is for Havria. And so it is for more. All right then. Now, would...
Huh?
Treading old ground. Telling old... One cannot help but be reminded of...
Try not to enjoy this.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Wind blade!
Come a little closer.
No one escapes my sights!
Disappear! Dodge this! Wind blade!
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been... The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals. And Havria's time was even further in the past. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always... History records, but history may be changed. I need to find a better way of recording history in order... Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone... Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times. Now then, it is time that we... As I said before, this includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex. Thousands of years ago, The Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Ad Astra.
Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! Oh, so soft.
No escape!
Dodge this! Wind blade! Freeze! Cool it!
spark things.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Come on.
Freeze! You're getting on my nerves.
With the wind!
Cool it!
No one escapes my sights!
Dodge this! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Wind!
Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Dodge this! Cool it!
Get him!
Dodge this!
Not so hard!
Cool it!
No escape!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Come a little closer. Surrender and be gentle.
Cool it!
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Dodge this!
Wind blade!
Freeze! Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze!
Wind blade!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Wind blade!
Come a little...
Dodge this! Don't push your luck. Oh, so sorry. Cool it!
Yep.
Go!
Dodge this! Freeze!
With the wind!
Dodge this!
Wind blade!
Come a little closer.
Let it rain.
Freeze!
Come a little closer.
Dodge this! What's the hurt? Cool it!
Wind blade!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Try not to enjoy this.
Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Hey! Go, Barret! No escape!
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Cool it!
So soon! Wind blade! Disappear!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
I'll race you there!
Cool it!
This is not the end.
Freeze!
No escape!
Come a little closer.
Yep. Windblade! Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
Windblade!
Let it rain. Bet you can.
Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Dodge this! Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
I'll race you.
What's the hurry?
Come a little closer.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze!
So soon!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Don't push your... This doesn't look good. Windblade!
No one escapes my sights.
You're in for a little shock.
Get him.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz. You're in for a little shock.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
No escape!
Come a little closer. My.
That's it!
blade! With the wind!
No escape!
Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Abandoned.
Wind blade!
No escape.
Come a little close.
I feel like running.
your dues. Cool it.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Dodge this. Freeze.
Leaving so soon.
Cool it. Dodge this. Freeze. What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Come a little closer.
Prepare yourself.
Windblade. Freeze.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Prepare yourself.
Cool it.
Leaving so soon.
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this. With the wind.
You.
Cool it. Maybe I wasn't meant for this world. Freeze.
Prepare yourself.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Let it rain. Hey, get him.
Come a little closer. Let's spark things.
Cool it. Windblade. Dodge this. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
No escape.
No escape.
Windblade. Dodge this. What's the hurt? Freeze. Dodge this. Don't get frostbite. What's the hurry?
You're in for a little shock.
Prepare yourself.
Cool it. Dodge this!
Avenge
Wind blade! Freeze! Don't push your luck. What's the hurry? Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. That was unexpected.
Let it rain.
Freeze!
Get him!
Cool it! Disappear! What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Come a little closer. Try not to enjoy this.
Wind blade!
No one escapes my sight!
You're in for a little...
Freeze! Dodge this! Wind blade! Cool it! With the wind! Wind blade! Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Cool it! Wind blade! Dodge this! Freeze! What's the hurry? Dodge this! Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Wind blade! Yeah! Yeah!
Get him!
Yeah! Wind blade! Freeze!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
No escape! That's cheating!
Cool it! What's the hurry? Dodge this! Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Wind blade! Cool it! Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Cool it!
No one escapes my sights!
Freeze! Dodge this! Wind blade! What's the hurry? Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen with the wind!
Let's spark things up.
Let it rain!
Wind blade! Cool it! Freeze! Wind blade!
Hey, get him!
What's the hurry? Don't push your luck. Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Wind blade! Cool it! Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Ha! This moment will be frozen in time.
No escape!
Disappear! Cool it! Wind blade!
You're in for a little
Go, Baron!
Freeze! Yeah! Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze!
Let it rain!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite. Freeze! Cool it! Wind blade! What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it!
No one escapes my sight!
This moment will be frozen in time.
surrender and be gentle.
Wind blade! Dodge this! Dodge this! What's the hurry? Freeze!
Bet you can't. Not so hard!
Cool it! Wind blade! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Let it rain!
With the wind! Freeze! What? Wind blade! Dodge this! Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! What's the hurry? Freeze! Cool it!
No escape!
Freeze! Wind blade! Cool it! Don't push your luck. This moment will be frozen. Freeze! Wind blade! Cool it! Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Cool it! Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Wind blade! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Let it rain!
Disappear! Dodge this! Cool it! Don't push your luck! Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Oh, so sorry.